there we go. Tokyo is everyone. Yes, time traveling. Takemichi's there, starts a second team. Bam, baby. Let's go home. Classic. So we're showing on to the dragons, right? Yeah, Toman. So we saw him last episode, bringing Takemichi to the guys we saw at that with you know was at the sky bar. Okay, I froze. Okay, there we go. Sorry. He was also in the background. It does make sense that he was in the back. This is like the secret lieutenant that hasn't done much yet, and I was gonna betray them, right? But yeah. Uragimono! Here we go. Uragimono. So Uragimono, of course, is traitor in Japanese. Yeah, he's like, I'm a traitor, right? Yeah. It's like every Hawksman betrays Mikey. I don't know why they keep recruiting more people. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you know, merch, remerch. It's like business world. It's always like remerge, merger, hostile takeovers. It's actually a storyline about just like business life. Yeah, it's like they have the CEO guy. This guy is like hostile takeover time. I'm voting in the other way. There's the stocks. Yeah, it's like no, we're gonna lose the board. It's always Takemichi is surprised and confused what's happening. Honestly, I am confused too a little bit about this thing. He's also a traitor. But like I said last episode, right? We see him having changed his outfit, right, in the ending. Yeah, in the new ending version, whatever, 2 then, right? Because here in the opening, right, he's still wearing, you know, the outfit they have, but he's wearing a red. Yeah, he's wearing this outfit in the ending. It probably doesn't appear. He doesn't appear with them there, but in the ending, the new ending, not the first and second ending, he does appear in the red outfit. So he clearly has changed side now. He might appear here if you think about it. I'm looking for him here now in this scene when they're all like at the shipyard, I guess they are. Yeah, it looks like a typical, like, you know, Yokohama Bay or something, I would guess. I played too much like a dragon, yeah, it's like Yokohama, man, that's the... But I think Yokohama Bay is probably one of the, if not the world's busiest shipyard. That or maybe that one in Seoul, maybe. I don't know, it's like a shipyard in South Korea that they build the most ships in the world or something. I think it's an opening now. Yeah, Hinna appears. Let's see if it's an opening break here. Might be an opening break. Yeah, it's opening break. It is opening break. Yeah, opening break. Let's see. What do you think is a... Wait, this is a new commercial with Mikey. He's going errand on them. It's Mikey and a bird. What is this thing? Oh, it's like a new smart game. Oh, it's like some kind of match 3 game. Okay, let's see the biggest shipyard. Oh, it was in South Korea. That's what I was thinking. Because I know that South Korea has this like incredible production of ships. So yeah, and then Japan, of course, number 2. Then yeah, Japan being number 2, right, in Tokyo, Yokohama, of course. So it was second biggest shipyard. I was right. I just want to say it, guys. I'm smart. Yeah, educated. No, but I guess correctly. Yeah, it was Yokohama. Yokohama, like Tokyo, Yokohama is the second biggest shipyard after the one south of Ulsan, south of Seoul, right? So I remember correctly. Because I know South Korea produces most of the shipyards, and also South Korea. They build a lot of these, what's it called, oil rigs, whatever it's called. I don't remember what it's called, but, you know, so you have an oil platform, right, you know, out in the sea, right, an offshore platform, and the actual plate that they stand on, right, you know, the middle part of an offshore platform, those usually are built in South Korea. Or many of them are, at least, they have to ship them then with boats around the world to like Europe and America and so on. That's kind of an iconic thing there. But anyway, so here we go. Emma is opening up some old leathers. Here we get the backstory, okay. Yeah. So Emma is like, Mom? Has to be Emma's mom, right? I haven't seen it before. I don't think I've seen mom before. That's clearly Emma's mom. Or it's like Emma, right? Has to be mother. Tanoshi? He was already Tanoshiing it back then, say too. Okay. Yeah, but I think Emma might be some kind of negotiator or something in this thing later on. Yeah, I mean, Emma, he probably likes Emma, right? You know, it's his sister. Yeah, see, it's always the little sister that they can come in. It's all in the previous arc, yeah, see? Oh, it's a promise even, it's a Yakusoku, okay. Yeah, if you ever learn Japanese, guys, every episode, I say it so many times, but if you ever learn Japanese, the one word you recognize is like Yakusoku. Promise, that is the first word you have to learn to understand Japanese without subtitles, like Yakusoku, because I feel like every anime is always like a Yakusoku, yeah, it's like, we have a Yakusoku, especially these like backstory stuff, brother sister thing. I promise you, sister. It's like, yeah, yes. It's like this is every anime is like a Yakusoku. Good home, guys. What do you method is? Whew. Trying to paint stocks on my way home to my coworker. Good. Oh, the dragons. Ah, I see. He was in the, okay. That makes sense though. That's how he knows him. He was the Black Dragon leader. Okay, that's true. He knew him back in those days. Yeah, that makes sense. He was a spy. And I was a Tenjiku spy. My God, he's always like, who can you trust in that anime? Yeah, Temera. You can only trust yourself in this anime, that's for sure. And something I learned from Tokyo Revenge is trust no one. It's like everyone, even your best friend AKKUN, will always betray you. Yeah, that's. But the other guy, was he the guy that was selling them out to Kisaki, right? Yeah, it wasn't the other guy that was taking a bribe. This always feels like I'm watching a business. He was taking a bribe for Kisaki last season, yeah. I feel it's always like, this is always like hostile takeover, the board meetings. It's like, who's betraying who? Oh yeah, this guy is working for him, yeah, on the sideline, right? Like seriously, every episode is like, yeah, he was actually working for that company. This is like the dark version. This is like Silicon Valley, the dark version. That's what it is. God. Takemichi is like, what's happening? Yeah. Now this that was happening. He's like, yes, Takemichi. That is basically Takemichi every episode. What's happening, guys? I don't understand how this relates. But seriously speaking though, someone give me a flowchart, okay? Not a flowchart, one of those crazy mind maps you show in the red lines. I need one of those. I'm also, so I need to draw one of those, you know. Who is on whose side? Who's actually betraying who? I think I feel I know it, but... Oh, Nakamas, okay. But did he have this kind of secret? He's like the secret lieutenant. Yeah. Oh, here we go, his backstory then. Okay. I see what he in school with. I see. That's how he knows. It all comes back to this thing that he went to school with him back in the days. I see. Well, they always been betraying. He's always, I guess, been betraying Mikey. He was a spy from the beginning, I guess. He was never actually on Mikey's side then. He's not a traitor, I guess. He's an insider. He's always been he's a spy. Exactly, it's a Tenjiku spy. That's what it is. Yeah, he was always exactly. He was always working for Tenjiku from the beginning. I wish that this makes a lot more sense though that he was a Tenjiku spy from the beginning though. And I actually kind of like it more than Kisaki is always betraying them, right? This is more interesting. He's actually. Yeah, he called him a traitor again though, but still, he's not a traitor per se, right? He's a spy, yeah. He's a Tenjiku spy. He's always been a spy. But like I said, look below. I prefer this thing, right? He's always been working against Maki from the beginning. He's an inside, yeah, he's always been there, you know. He's one of he's an infiltrator, right? A spy in a sense. Which of course, Kisaki is more like a traitor that like works for them and then betrays them every time. Yeah, this is more a traitor job, right? He's like swap sides depending on, you know. Yeah, Kisaki is like, he swaps side every week then. He's like, they think it was better over there, yeah, okay. Yeah. That is a very Judas behavior, right? But this guy isn't a traitor per se. Then he's just a spy. No, because he doesn't like Maki. But then Takemichi's speech share will have zero effect, right? Yeah, it will have no effect. Takemichi is like, don't you like Maki-kun? He's like, no, I never liked Maki-kun. I was on the other guy's side from the beginning. Yeah, like you won't be able to talk this guy out of it because he never cared about Maki then. So you can't just say, don't you love Maki-kun? Maki-kun is my best friend. It won't work, right? It won't work. This guy has never been, he's never cared for it. I guess. That he might like Maki still not to some extent, but probably not. Oh, here we go. Gonna mention old good. Yeah. But these two guys will probably, I mean, we saw them in the future, and then they have joined the evil Toman, Toman future army, so I guess it's gonna work for Toman, right? So they probably will join him. I mean, probably. And he was already taking a bribe from Kisaki, so yeah, this guy was already a traitor from the beginning, wasn't he? He was never really trustworthy to begin with. Exactly, here we go. No, yeah. So I keep saying, this guy was always suspicious. Yeah, he was always working some... Yeah, exactly. It's like betraying him in the future as well. But he's always been working the sides. I don't know, maybe we'll catch about money. I don't know. Oh god! Let's go! Let's go. Manya-chan, let's go! What was that, let's go? She had to push her... God damn it, let's go! The daughters. Yeah. I wonder, he might not care. I'm just wondering a bit because he's like always been working for the money, maybe? I wonder if he actually cares about any loyalty here. Man, it's pretty evil now. It's a pretty evil image here. But I mean, so that's right. I think obviously just asked him to do it, right? Like, prove your loyalty. This is pretty obvious he wants him to prove that he's on his side, right? But I don't know if the guy cares, because he's kind of like... I think he only wants the money. It's always Kisaki's fault somehow. It's always Kisaki. He's like, Kisaki is like, yep, somehow Kisaki's behind this as well. But he's gonna make him do it, right? To like prove your loyalty, right? It feels like a typical, loyalty attempt, right? A loyalty test. Yeah, I mean, I've seen my... But I think he just wants money. Oh, Takemichi's gonna take it, toss or take them. Takemichi's gonna give him a speech, okay? Takemichi is like, I will give you a speech! Why it's good, being a good person is more valuable or something, it's good. Talk the jutsu time, do it, Takemichi. Talk him down. Have to give, actually pretty cool to set up here. Do it, Takemichi, talk him down. Gotta give respect for that, actually. It's actually the hard standing up while being tied down. That actually might be the most badass thing in Takemichi, actually. Yeah, this actually might be his most badass move here. It's like he's standing up. This weird positioning. That's a good face though, yeah. He's like, yeah. Anakiki. I have to give it to Takemichi stands up for himself. It's probably a commercial break now if you put it there. Yeah, exactly. That's a perfect commercial break timing. I would say it's actually probably one of the best Takemichi scenes. That was a good scene actually. Yeah, standing up for himself. But I mean, I can't drop it now. I feel like I'm working a business anime all the time. Yeah, it's like, well, this guy was always working on my party. But so you want your stock options, what? But like I said, I definitely prefer the He's a Traitor, or I mean, sorry, terrible. You know what I mean. I definitely prefer that he is some kind of spy, right? Instead of being a traitor. Because they already have a bunch of traitors. Obviously, Kisaki is the main traitor, but you know, there's a bunch of traitors, right? Earlier, Hanasaka traitors too. So, yeah, they have several traitors. But this guy is like, he's a hardcore spy that's like been working for Tenjiku from the beginning. But he never liked Mikey. He only joined you know, from the start, right, to take them down, yeah, to hostile takeover from the beginning. So I was just trying to work and, you know, get some business shares or whatever, yeah, from the inside. He was never concerned actually of trying to help them, so to speak. Potentially maybe help them grow anyway, because they were planning to take them over, right? The whole, again, hostile takeover is more beneficial for you if you have more money or whatever, or more, you know, more market shares or whatever, right, so to speak. So potentially help them to grow the company anyway, to make Thomas bigger and stronger and so on, right? So when they take the company over, they can make more money or whatever, or have more, you know, control and so on. But yeah, his flashbacks makes a lot of sense. Like, he was always friends with Isana from the beginning, right? Since it started, and he was basically always planning to do this thing one day, and so on. Then of course this whole thing of trying, but it's kind of dumb though that he of course takes these two guys to be like, prove your loyalty to me, right? And now he kind of has exposed his loyalty. So in that sense though, it's kind of dumb though. He kind of exposed himself now if Takemithcy survives this thing, right? And goes back as well. And they've also got okay, he's gonna, I don't know, scream or something. No. This is so stupid! Oh, when I work, Takemitchi! Oh, I'm taken down! Ah! He's like, Takemitchi's like, I'm tied up, but I will save everyone! He only got guts, man. Takemitchi, the greatest shonen brawler ever. Yeah, he only got guts, man. Extremely terrible strategy. But see, how did he let him leave? This makes no sense. Like, why would he just throw him in the garbage? This I would say is bad writing, though. This is why I don't like the anime. Why would he just, like, dispose of them in the garbage? Like, why wouldn't he just, you know, why would he end them for? Yeah, so, like, how did he survive this thing? Like, why would he let them leave? You know what I mean? That's what I don't... Oh, he's gonna do it too? Takemichi is giving him some motivation. Okay, he helps them. But still, why would he let them leave? Why would he throw them in the garbage for? He knows the truth now, you know what I mean? He knows the truth of that, like, it doesn't make any sense. He's gonna take some deal. He's gonna take some deal to save them. Okay. It's gonna take a deal to save them, I guess. But I don't know. This is the issue with the anime, though. Oh god damn it. Takemichi shouldn't, of course, be able to survive these things all the time. No. This guy's like, fine, I'll take that deal. Like, what's a terrible deal? Like, why would he allow that? Takemichi's gonna go out and expose him, and it's gonna be... Well, I guess they probably already figured out, I suppose. I guess in his defense, he's already exposed himself. He's a spy, I guess, to AKKUN and so on, I suppose. Yeah, I guess so. I suppose AKKUN... I think, or all the guys could tell Mikey he's a traitor. Or a spy, whatever, yeah. They don't know the truth, though, so they might say traitor. Yeah, they don't know what he is, right? They will probably just call him a traitor. They don't know the backstory. But, I don't know. He did, of course, make a deal with him to let them leave, but still. It's like, it seems pretty fine, actually, though. Yeah, he's just like, I carry him. I don't know how he's so much energy. He just carried this guy with no problem. Let's go, bro. It's like, how? He can, like, yeah, like, he just stands up. This guy went in the bag and leaves, man. He's very high endurance. Yeah, this guy, man, he's throws him up his shoulder like, don't worry, bro. The only guy barely got anything down to him. Takemithcy is like 10 times. Takemithcy should be like 10 times more tired than he is, I would argue for. But it's like, no, it's fine. He just carries him home. It's no problem, bro. Got you, bro. It's like, what? Yeah, okay, he's gonna explain something Takemithcy here. This dude is an issue with the anime though. It's always like Takemithcy just gets like random, event flags. It's like, oh, let me show you the secret in this warehouse. Yeah, we're hiding all the secret information of the company, whatever. Yeah, it's always like every episode, someone takes him to like this, like, oh, the secret thing. This is the one especially that I love this stuff, right, where the character just bring him along and explain everything to him. Yeah, here we go again. Let me give you the secret of the Black Dragons. This is the lair of the Black Dragons. Now I explain everything to you. It's like, it's a little bit like that, right? It's like Takemithcy gets to have, yeah. At least this episode isn't as bad as this one because he at least like did a cool scene, so the guy kinda likes him now. It makes more sense, I would argue for. Earlier it was kinda like he just did stuff and it wasn't really good. They still liked it. At least I can buy this here. Yeah, so now he wants to save the Black Dragons, right? It sounds like it's a fantasy anime now. Yeah. Save the Black Dragons, Takemithcy, please promise me. Sounds like I'm talking about a fantasy anime. We have to save the innocent Black Dragons. They're so beautiful. With their black scales. Yeah. It's a scale, yeah. No, but it sounds like that. It's like, please, the Black Dragons. We only have 24 hours before, something happens to the dragons or something. So I'm talking about like Avatar or something, yeah. No. But I don't know. I feel like maybe should go to Mikey and Drake instead of spending time with this guy instead. Oh, is this a place where they hang out in the first season? In the flashback? Maybe. Is that what it is? This looks okay. Yeah, this is like the place where they found the Toman. What is this? With the TV and so on. Yeah, it's like explaining the room now exactly. This is the place for his brother. Yeah. Was this guy there too? It's a little weird. Was he also there? I guess he was part of the Black Dragons. He's like, yeah, I was there too, bro. It's like, I suppose so. Yeah, we see it. I like his shorter hair now. It's the exact same look, but he had shorter hair, so that's clearly him when he was younger. His hair was only half the length, so he was clearly much younger back then. Yeah, it's like very anime. But that's true. Of course, he knew Mikey's brother. I mean, we know that, but of course, he knew him way before when it all started. Yeah, and he was a mechanic, back in those days. It always comes back to Mikey's Onishan, right? It does feel like every storyline always comes back to, Mikey's Onishan and these guys. Yeah, like back in the days before he was still that Black Dragons one. I guess we do kind of a little bit lack though why he's even doing his stuff. We do a little bit lack why he's doing stuff though. Wow, that scene was pretty. Yeah, I was like, but yeah, now it's how they're founding his team there. He's making the new team, Tenjiku team. But why couldn't you just make Black Dragon become the team? I don't know. Honestly, I'm a little bit. Leave a comment below, guys. he was like the leader of Black Dragons, so basically. He was like, why couldn't you just make the Black Dragons then? He was like, no, I'm gonna make a new team, Tenjiku, the Heaven team. Okay, fine, but why couldn't you just make the Black Dragon become the biggest company? why is the biggest company the Dragons for? Yeah, I don't know. A little bit like that. It's like, But yeah, I guess he stayed in the Dragon team. I still feel like a little bit of why he's doing it. A little bit. It's, yeah. Like I keep saying, it goes back to, I guess, Mikey's family and brother, right? That's how it feels. Always comes back to that family thing. There we go. I'm gonna save the Black Dragons, of course I will. It's like Avatar. I said earlier, you're gonna save the poor Black Dragons. So he's like, let's go, bro. We're gonna save those poor animals. Exactly. Of course he will. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna save everyone. I'll skip the ending. I see. Yeah, the timer is a little bit. He's good with. He's a lot of talking. He's very Naruto. Yeah, now he taught this guy down too. He's very Naruto. It's like talk to Jutsu. I will join you. Yes, let's go. See, it's like I believe in you. He's very much. Yeah, he's like talking. He's like I will talk you down into agreeing with me. Very much that, I have to say. Oh yeah, that's the scene that we saw with Emma. They had this episode. Yeah, the ending is, like I said last episode, the ending is quite spoilery. Like, they will see him being a traitor or someone like that. The ending is very spoilery. We can see all the characters. We see the Toman. Well, you see the scene with him and Emma. When they were younger. There's the Michael a bit. Yeah, there's the order. Exactly. But that means he's a traitor there. Oh, there's Emma in like another outfit, I guess. Oh yeah, that was like Emma and her brothers in another outfit. Maybe like a funeral outfit. You know, we saw Mom in the flashback. That might be like maybe the last time she met her brother was like on their mom's funeral or something like that. Wouldn't surprise me. It's the typical backstory of like, haven't met my brother in 5 years, you know. He only returned for mom's, you know, her mom died or something. Feels very typical, right? Yeah, it's like, oh no, you know. Yeah, sad time, you know, mom's funeral or something like that, or dad's funeral. That's definitely how it felt in that. Thinking about that ending part. Yeah, because it's like Emma in a black, you know, a black dress, right? And they're all black, so typically it wouldn't be a wedding, right? But I guess the bride would have white, but still, that looked like a typical like mourn, you know, yeah, like oh no, you know, someone in the family has a funeral, something like that. Why is this falling behind me? Well, anyway, let's review it. It certainly fits the whole episode. Always about like, we take over this thing and so on. But like the early intermission part, I mean, obviously, as you figured out, right? I'm watching it on TV, so we have those 3 minutes of intermission in the middle there. But anyway, I mean, obviously, my main point would be, yeah, he's a spy. I think it's better. We see the flashback also now how he was in the Black Dragon store, right? And then he made Tenjiku instead. Because he offered the other guys to join him, right? So it does make sense that he's kind of like the spy is trying to recruit these other guys, right? From the other company, basically. Because he's like, I am actually a spy for company A, and you guys used to work not at A, but basically you guys work at B, right? You work at B's, you know, former owner of B, now A. Yeah, it's like, come over to A, guys. And we will, you know, buy out C or something. Yeah, it's basically if Torman is C, right? Most of the guys used to be in B. He has a new company called A, and he's like trying to recruit his old teammates. But seriously, it's a lot like that. Yeah, it's like Silicon Valley, the anime. It's a lot like that. It's actually very common, you know, where you work. Honestly, it is very common that people try to recruit people like from other companies. Yeah, come back here or so. I mean, you use like, come back to my company. Oh yeah, this guy is great. Yeah, come to my new company. It's very, very common, right? That people try to recruit their former colleagues or bosses or whatever actually, and also why usually this is like against some contract. You can't bring your clients with you, right? If you're a lawyer or something, you can't bring that's very very common, where you have some kind of like 6 months. I had that a few years ago when I wasn't allowed to work, for like 5-6 months basically. Yeah, so like, you lead that company, you can't start your own or work another company. So you have to just but you have to pay, of course, basically. They pay you to not do anything, right? Typical like buyout stuff is pretty common. But that's how it feels here, right? Like a lot like that. But yeah, it actually makes more. We get the backstory. It does make sense that he's trying to buy them out. What I don't like though, because I mentioned earlier, is that Takemichi thing always comes back, right? Yeah, it is the plot armor. Takemichi has massive plot armor, and sometimes it gets silly. This I would say is the biggest plot armor. And again, Takemichi has really high plot armor. Actually, he was best friends with the other guy earlier in the episode, right? Yeah, episode 1 this season, he's bestest with the other guys apparently. So he always had very high plot armor. And this episode here was definitely the highest so far this season. Where suddenly this guy's like, oh no, I do. Okay, fine, I own your company. Fine, and then he just leaves them. Yeah, he just leaves those two guys. So it's like, okay, why wouldn't they just not do that? Yeah, I mean, sure, I guess it's the deal, but still, it's so silly that they always just, Takemichi shouldn't been able to have so much freedom as possible, right? That he usually has. So his plot armor saves me yet again, right? Because at the end of the day, he did fail, right? At the end of the day, he did fail. Did actually succeed what he wanted to do, but the plot they were like, no, whatever, he's a loser, let's leave him there. Yeah, it felt like he just survived anyway. So that is definitely an issue in the anime all the time, that he should lose. He shouldn't be able to come back after this every time. But he does, right? And then he kind of went to the classic storyline of Revengers, where some guy is like, oh, let me tell you the truth or something. Here's this thing. Here's look at the TV. That's his TV. Yeah. Suddenly this guy's like explaining in the backstory, which is how the writer always writes the anime, right? The other character bring him with them. That being said, like I said earlier, I think this is one of the best parts of it though, in that sense, because previously in the first season it was really silly sometimes when the guys just brought him with them for like really no reason. Like, oh, let me tell you the truth of this place. Yeah, let me show you this secret base. Or whatever. Yeah, it was like, this is silly. Like, it's really silly. Here at least, he shows him the secret dragon lair, right? But it was like, okay, but this guy is like, he kind of had the cool moment there. So he stood up, it was a cool scene there. So now I have to say, from all of this, like the 6th or 7th time, someone brings him to the secret base kind of thing, yeah. But I think this time it was the most logical at least, because it was like, well, he actually had a really cool scene there. So that guy was like, respect. But see my secret base, it felt more actual, like organic this time around, I think, than any other season before. But it also makes sense, right? Because of course, the longer the anime goes, the stronger Takemichi gets, right? He gets more powerful, so he actually managed to do, more cool stuff or whatever, right? More impactful stuff. And that actually would probably give people the respect, right? So, yeah, that is better, I think, in this season. But generally, it's probably better, the whole anime, probably. That, again, the stronger it gets, right, the more reasonable it is. They actually will respect him as well. They actually will like him. Yeah, they actually will care about what he does, right? But so in that sense, it felt very Tokyo Revenger kind of narration, but at least it made sense for once. So in one way I actually liked it, because I was like, yeah, you know what? This time I actually buy it, The previous times I've been like, but now I'm like, you know what? They actually make sense now. But again, though, the author does it all the time, though. Yeah, it's a very repetitive. But like I said, a formula. Yeah, his formula. It's very much his formula. Yeah, it's like he does something. Some guy likes it and then brings it to the base. Yeah, it's very, very formulaic. That by now I can very much see that formula. I was like, yeah, that's the formula. And we got this grab. Press the like button. Might have one piece today. I'm not sure. It was it said last week? Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Basically, have a great day.